Good day everyone, my name is Shana De Guzman and I'm here to discuss Unit 3, Lesson 4, Curriculum Evaluation. Ayan. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to first demonstrate the understanding of what curriculum evaluation is. Second is to explain and how to evaluate the curriculum. And last, the third one is to discuss the different curriculum development models and their importance. So, what is curriculum evaluation? Curriculum evaluation refers to the process of determining or judging the value of impact of educational curriculum, and it involves assessing various components such as instructional methods, learning materials, and assessment strategies. And also, the curriculum evaluation is a systematic process wherein dito natin maa-assess kung effective ba talaga yung curriculum na yon. And also, dito din atin malalaman yung relevance ng isang curriculum. If maa-achieve ba niya yung maayos na educational outcome para sa mga students. And also, the curriculum evaluation is a process of making a value judgment or judging of something quality. Kaya nga sinabi natin kanina, yung curriculum evaluation is a judging or assessing the quality of the curriculum happen. And also, the curriculum evaluation, malalaman natin mamaya kung ano yung progress learning or yung formative or the mastery of learning. Ito naman yung summative. Ayan. So, why teachers should know ba the curriculum evaluation? Ayan. As a curriculum evaluator, syempre may mga needs yung mga teacher para maging curriculum evaluator sila. The first one is evaluation, lesson, programs, and the student. Syempre first, kailangan nating evaluate kung ano ba yung mga lesson, topic na kailangan ng mga student and yung mga programs na pwede nating i-take sa mga student. The second one is evaluate goals, objective, content, and methodology, including the outcome of the result of the learning. Of course, it's important to know the result or the outcome na impact ng mga estudyante para malaman natin kung effective ba talaga yung goals, objective natin. And the third one is to select appropriate evaluation tools and techniques in assessing learning outcome. So, dito, we evaluate the tools, techniques, and assessing learning outcome. Kung anong ginagamit natin methodology, kung anong ginagamit natin process or things na ginagamit natin para mas matuto ang mga estudyante. And the fourth one is to prepare evaluation tools like authentic assessment, tools including traditional assessment method. So, dito naman napapasok kung ano yung ginagamit nating tools, kung traditional ba, ayan, modern, at madami pang iba. The fifth one is to do formative and summative assessment. Kaya nga natin sinabi natin kanina, madidiscuss natin to later on. And for the sixth, evaluate instructional materials that facilitate better teaching and learning. Dito naman, iniisip natin kung ano ba yung better instructional materials para sa mga student natin, para mas matuto, maengganyo sila na makinig at matuto. And pang-7 is to gather data that will help him or her in planning and designing or improving the curriculum. So, syempre also, ayan, as a teacher, dapat alam natin dapat nag-gather tayo ng information, data, kung ano yung mga experience natin, para pwede natin siyang masuggest para magkaroon ng improving to the curriculum. And the last one is to understand and the curriculum evaluation process, para malaman natin kung ano ba talaga yung tamang proseso, kung tama ba talaga yung curriculum natin ngayon, kung swak ba talaga siya para sa mga students, may natutunan ba sila, may kulang ba, at may kailangan bang i-improve dito. So, now, atin namang alamin yung mga curriculum evaluation concept and definition. Meron tayong dito 4 na curricularies, and atin malalaman din natin yung mga concept and definition nila. So, first one, si Staplebeam on 1991. Sabi ni Staplebeam, curriculum evaluation refers to the formal process of determining the quality, effectiveness, or the value of the curriculum. It involves value judgment about the curriculum, both in terms if it is process and it is product. So, sabi ni Staplebeam, ang curriculum evaluation daw ay formal process siya ng judging para malaman or para ma-determine natin kung quality ba, effective, at value ang isang curriculum. Dito natin papasok if yung process and kung ano yung product o yung naging outcome ng curriculum. And next, so next one naman is si Ornstein and Haskin on 1998. Sabi ni Ornstein and Haskin, the conduct of the curriculum evaluation, it involves the process of a group of process that educationalists or curricularies in a particular are actually engaged in for the purpose of gathering data in order to them to arrive at a decision as to whether to accept, modify, or change, or maybe even remove something in the curriculum in general or educational materials and particular. Ayan. In my opinion, tama si Ornstein and Haskin na dapat yung pagkakandak natin ng curriculum or pag-e-evaluate natin ng curriculum, it's involved a process of group. Hindi lang isa. O, kailangan process. Dapat kasama yung mga nakaka-experience or yung mga teacher talaga. Kasi sila talaga yung nakaka-experience kung ano nga ba yung nangyayari sa school. And dito, sabi din niya na it's involved the engage in the purpose of gathering data in order for them to arrive the decision as to whether to accept, modify, change, or maybe even remove something in the curriculum in general or in educational. Yan. Dito din natin malalaman kung ma-identify kung i-accept ba, i-modify, aalisin, or may babaguhin tayo sa curriculum para sa kakabuti ng mga student. Ayan. The third curriculum naman is si Olivia on 1988. Sabi ni Olivia, curriculum evaluation is a process of deleting, obtaining, and providing useful information for the judging decision alternatives, which may include, among all others, maintaining the curriculum, modify, or eliminating it. So, sabi naman ni Olivia, ang curriculum evaluation is a process to obtaining and to provide the useful information na para sa curriculum. And also, dito, naghahanap ng alternative way para ma-include lahat or na-maintain ng curriculum yung tamang decision, tamang learning na nakukuha ng mga student. And next naman, the last is Gatawa on 1990. Sabi naman ni Gatawa, ang curriculum evaluation is nagde-define sa tatlong ways. Yan. The first way is the process of describing and judging an educational program or subject. Dito, dinidescribe natin o ginajudge or ina-assess natin yung mga programs sa school and yung mga subject matter ng mga school, kung tama ba to, kung tama ba yung ginagawa ng program nito, magbe-benefit ba yung mga students sa program nito. And the second one naman is the process of comparing a student performance with a behaviorally stated objective. Dito naman ina-assess natin ang mga students, hindi lang yung mga teacher, kundi yung mga students. And sabi dito, kino-compare natin yung mga student performance, not yung performance lang ng student, but also their behavior. And the last one, the third, is the process of determining, obtaining, and using relevant information for the decision making. Dito, nag-gather sila ng information, nag-research sila about ng mga relevant information para magkaroon ng decision making purposes sa curriculum. So, next is the reason for a curriculum evaluator. There are 4 reason to conduct a curriculum evaluation, and the reason suggests the different process involved a evaluation. So, the first one is need assessment. So, dito, ina-identify natin yung strength and the weaknesses of a curriculum. And also, curriculum evaluation, I identify the strength and the weakness of the curriculum, and this identified by the basis of the planning, designing, and implementing the curriculum as a development of the continuous process. Yan, dito ina-assess natin kung tama ba talaga yung nakalagay dito sa curriculum nito. And then, next one is, the second one, is a monitoring. Dito, dinedetermine natin if yung curriculum is a produce the desired result, o kung anong gusto nating resulta. And curriculum evaluation is a process of monitoring, is assessing the effectiveness of the curriculum. During the implementation process, it determines whether the program can produce or it's producing the desired outcome. Dito naman, minomonitor natin kung tama ba talaga yung naging outcome or result. Makikita ba natin yung gusto nating makita na result sa isang curriculum? Or kung nagsasucceed ba talaga yung curriculum nito. The third one is the terminal assessment. Dito naman, dinedetermine natin whether the result have the equal or exceeded sa standard. And curriculum evaluation is a terminal assessment which is carried out at the end of the curriculum implementation to determine whether is the program successful or not. Dito, malalaman natin na dapat hindi lang natin minomonitor. Hindi lang kagaya sa monitor kung dinidesire ba yung outcome. Dito dapat sa monitor kasi dito tinitingnan lang natin yung desired outcome. Kung maano ba siya? Kung naging kakamit ba natin yung desired outcome natin in terms of the curriculum. Sa terminal assessment naman, dito tinitingnan natin kung yan, maganda nga yung outcome, pero nagsasucceed ba siya sa standard ng isang curriculum. And the last one is the decision making. Dito, it provides the permanent information necessary for the decision making. Dito naman ginaganap sa decision making yung nag-gather ng information para sa isang curriculum. And also, it can basis for the decision making like policy making and making the improvement. Dito na nagbabase yung kung recommendation, improvement ng isang curriculum. So, the curriculum needs to evaluate to make sure it meets the needs of the student teachers, and society.